Hello, 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 my angels, my loves. Thank you for coming to my page today, Guided Leap of Faith. We are going to do just a poll about what lies beneath and a little bit of shadow work today. And the reason we're going to do that during this reading is because I'm really feeling right now that the energy is about the third party and what they're feeling right now. I feel like the third party is a little angry right now. The third party is grasping for straws and really trying to hold on to something and keep something going that has really, basically ran its course. A relationship that has ended, more or less been over a long time ago. But a third party, I feel like does not want to see the person that they're with move on, like your person, your ex. I think that your person went back to a situation or chose a situation over you, and I think that that situation is just crumbling, falling apart. I think it was based off of lust, off of money, off material gain, codependency, and it's just it's not pleasing, satisfying, or making your person happy anymore. And your person is ready to move. I feel like they're withdrawing, not spending as much time, not being as attentive. I think that there is lack of trust, both parties, and I think that I feel like they're trying to put up a front, like everything is okay. Somebody in a relationship, rather both or the third party, but is trying to put up a front that everything is okay, and it's not okay. It's not okay. It's unhappy. It's a lot of conflicts, a lot of arguing. I feel like the third party is, more or less aggravating and constantly coming at your person, because they could feel that person pulling away and not really engaging as much. Okay, so I do kind of want to see, since I feel like that's the energy of today, the third party being upset, jealous, knowing that something's not right, knowing that your person doesn't want to really be there anymore, knowing that your person basically wants to throw in a towel, and is trying. I also feel like that in some cases, for some of you, the third party might actually be doing some type of like black magic or something, sex magic or love magic, or to try to hold that person there. They're like going to the extremes. Okay. Um, so with that being said, I want to kind of pull a little bit of what lies beneath to kind of see what's going on in the background of what's going on in that relationship, and then we'll do a little bit of shadow work to see what kind of shadow work is going on as well. Okay. um so I do call on my Father God. If there's someone that needs to hear this message today, I ask that you direct them to the channel and receive the message. I ask that you come into the reading. I ask my spirit team that you come into the reading. My ancestors has moved over that watch over me, that you come into the reading. I could find angel that you protect me as I do this reading, prevent any negative energy from being thrown my way or any negative comments from coming to my page. I ask this in the name of the Lord Jesus Christ. Amen. Okay, so let's see what lies beneath. What's going on in the hidden stuff? Yeah, betrayal, deceit, backstabbing, not to be trusted. Like I said, I think that there's a lack of trust on both parties. I think that your person doesn't trust the third party. The third party does not trust your person. Um, I think that there has been some betrayal in that relationship at some point or another, of some form, whether it's texting, sneaking, hooking up with someone else outside of the relationship. And this is like you already knowing the tea. You already knew that this relationship wasn't going to work. You already knew that it was not based on love. You already knew that it was based on off of lust, greed, money. Um, this person wants to fight for what they love. This person loves you, and they want to fight for you, and they want to come back to you. They're not handling a separation well. I think that at the time, they never thought you would go anywhere. They thought that, you know, They had in palm of their hands. They never saw it coming. You know, they weren't really, um, what was the word I want to use? They weren't really treating you the way that you deserve to be treated, and they weren't really appreciating you. And so you walked away, but they didn't never thought that you would walk away from them because they knew that you loved them, okay? But they didn't really realize how much you meant to them either. And now that you guys have been separated, now that you haven't come back, now that they see that, hey, it's really over, this person's gone, they're ready to come in and fight for you, and they want you back into their life. Their life is falling apart. Their life is falling into pieces. They're falling apart. They're sad. They're emotional. They're in their head about it. Um, they're not sleeping. They have anxiety. They're stressed. They think they're moving on with somebody else and never going to have an opportunity to be with you again. They're not happy where they are. They're just there. Um, and it's just no peace. Everything is just crumbling, and your person is angry. Your person is angry. They're angry about the choices that they made. They're angry about their decisions. They're angry about who their partner is. They feel like they're with the wrong partner, and I feel like this person, even though it has to come out, yeah, I feel like this person may have taken on extra responsibilities, and it just, the grass was not greener. What they thought was going to happen didn't turn out that way, and they lost the love of their life, and they ended up in a situation that they're just not happy in. Right, lipstick stain. So your person could still be hooking up, even though they're with this third party. I still feel like this person is sneaking around and still engaging in sexual activity with other people, lustful situations, having one night stands, hookups. And the person, the third party, knows. And this is, like I said earlier, I think it's a lack of trust. I think it's a lack of trust going on both ends, because the third party knows that your person is not faithful to them. Okay, keeping a promise. Yeah, I feel like your person made some promises to you, um, gaslit you, manipulated you, but also made some promises to you that they did not keep. Okay, and now this person wants to come in and keep that promise. This person may have told you that you guys are going to be together, have a family together. They may have told you that they wanted this to be their end all be all, and now, and because that person was asking their lustful ways, because they weren't really ready to build that relationship with you at the time, you left, and now this person wants to come in, and they do want to build a relationship with you. They do want to have a happy ever after with you. They do want you back in their life, okay? This person has some fake friends around them. And I'm going to read this two ways. I'm going to read like they have some friends around them that are fake, just want to feed off of them, use them, friends that want to keep them down, because they're benefiting some type of way from having them around. Maybe you're a person, like when they go out or have parties or just hang out, maybe your person is the one who picks up the bill or supplies the alcohol, supplies the drugs, or just pay for things. I'm also going to read it the second way, is that this person could have had fake friends. Basically, when they were dealing with you, they could have told you, oh, this person is just a friend, or this this girl or this guy, whoever they were with, were just a friend. They weren't still having relationships with anyone, when the truth was they were still sleeping with that friend. So there really was a friends with benefits, not just a friend. Your person now is life is falling apart because they have a bugaboo. They've ended up with somebody who is aggravating them, that's bugging them, somebody they feel like they just can't get away from. The person that they hooked up with may have some, mental issues, or be just as shady as how they were with you. This person just won't let them go, just won't give them peace. And this person had a private relationship. I believe that they kept your relationship private. They didn't want their friends or family or anyone to know that they were engaging with you when they were. Okay, so they probably lied about it, said that, oh, there's nothing going on. They probably said that you were just a friend when you weren't just a friend. And I also feel like this person was having private relationships, third-party connections, hookups, that they put you in, situations that they put you in, that you didn't know about. Or this person even had a long-term relationship or a marriage that you did not know about when you were with them, okay? So I'm going to read that private relationship two ways. And then there's tired of the drama. Like, yeah, your person has a lot of conflict and drama going on around them, and they're tired. This third party might just be showing her behind, okay, or his behind. Please, I might say her a lot, but if it's a, you know your situation, so just put the characters where they go. But this person, might be, the third party might just be calling your person constantly throughout the day, throughout the night, all hours of the night, just to check and see if there was somebody else because they don't trust them. They might just be popping up on them or going through their stuff or constantly questioning them. Just, um, they could be arguing out in public, just causing scenes, just showing their behind, being everything that a low vibration person would be recording. Yeah, this person. So this recording, this announcement, expression, or revealing comes after my already knowing the tea, keeping a promise, and the recording. So this person, what this tells me is that this person wants to express something to you, okay? This person wants to, you might hear of something that's going on in this relationship, or this person just wants to come to you and tell you how they feel, express their feelings, what they want. 1111, when I say that, look that angel number up, okay? So, this person, yeah, they want to come and they want to reveal what's been going on in their life, how they're, since you've been separated and not been in communication. They also want to reveal to you how they're feeling, what they want. They want to reveal to you that they want to keep that promise to you, okay? That they want to get back on solid ground with you. They're sorry. They're very sorry about what went on. Also, you're just at a place where you don't want to hear it. Like, you dealt with enough. They want to fight for you. They want to get you back, but you're not interested in hearing from them. Okay? You don't want to hear what's been going on. You already knew intuitively it wasn't going to work. Okay? But your person wanted to do what they wanted to do. They wanted to be in control. They wanted to have their way. And now you're just not interested to care what's going on in your person's life. You're not interested as to what they need to say to you, because you don't trust this person. Okay, so this person was definitely getting a room, meeting up, saying they were working when they weren't. They were having hookups with other people, and they were giving you fake apologies. I'm going to read fake apologies two ways. I feel like whenever you would say something to this person, or if you told the person how they felt, if they did apologize, it was a fake apology, and they kept doing the same thing over and over again. And I also feel fake apology, like they want to come in and give you your flowers now and issue some type of apology to you, and you're not going to believe it, trust it, or really want to hear what they want to say, because to you they're lying because you don't trust them. So an apology might be fake just to get back into your energy, because their life is going to shambles. And so you're being asked by the divine to proceed with caution, to continue on the road you're on. If you do decide to hear this person out, proceed with caution. Listen, consult your spirit team. Really listen to what's being said. Set your boundaries. Pay attention to the red flags. This person got caught up. They got caught up in their lies. This person got caught cheating, got caught in their lies. You knew something was going on. This person actually could have gotten caught not only by you, but by the other third party that they're with, because I feel like this person is still out here doing hookups. Your person could have caught the third party, doing something at some point with being unfaithful or not loyal. Yeah, so this person out here with sexual protection, um, this person definitely was doing third party hookups. The third party was very promiscuous, somebody who's a free for all, sleeps around. Your person could have been, sleeping with um, prostitutes, paying for sex. Let's put it that way. They could have been paying for sex as well and not using sexual protection. Okay, so your person could have actually caught something because they weren't using protection from the third party. And I feel like if they did, the third party could possibly be saying that your person gave it to them and that they got it from someone else to give to them. They might not be, wanting it to be known that your person actually caught it from them. So then we have burning evidence. Yeah, so somebody is trying to burn evidence, whether it's a third party or if it's your person, they're trying to either get rid of photos that they may have, videos, recordings, messages that they may have. I really feel like it's a third party though, that they're receiving from whoever they're hooking up with on the side. And the reason I said I feel like it's a third party possibly is because I'm doing a reading on the third party, what's going on in their environment. Okay, so the divorce, your person might be headed towards a divorce. They may be breaking a contract. There may be a separation coming between the two of them. Your person might just be ready to say that's it, you know. And at some point, it really is going to lead to that, because there's so much trying to delay the inevitable. But this relationship is over. It's been over. Whether this was a long-term relationship, a marriage, just hookups that's been going on for a while, their relationship has been over. They've just been holding on. Like I said, a third party's holding on to something that's dead. Um, there's no love. You know, there may have been at some point, but not anymore. It's lust, okay? And I don't think your person has really been in love with this person or loved this person for a while. If this somebody have been with for a long time, I think there's codependency. I think that, you know, it's just a third party doesn't want to start over and just doesn't want to see your person happy with somebody else, okay? So it's just falling apart. Your life is falling apart. Your person's not happy. They're not really happy. They're just in it, going through the motions. Okay. All right. So that's what we have under what's going on beneath. So let's just get some shadow work and see what comes out for shadow work. All right, spirits. What's going on with the shadow work? Okay. There's so many. All right. We'll take it. Unseen patterns. So yeah, there are patterns. Do your person has patterns in their life? And so what they need to do is they need to change their thoughts. They need to change their life. They being stuck repeating the same cycles over and over and over again. Okay, so they're finding themselves in these superficial relationships that aren't, and they're going into it for lust, trying to find happiness, and then it doesn't turn out that there's any happiness there. It never amounts to anything. So yeah, I feel like a person's looking for something, and they're looking for it in all the wrong places, okay? And they're starting to recognize that they have a pattern. You recognize that they had a pattern. So this person just needs to stop, change their life, reprogram themselves, and have a different mindset on what they're doing. They need to journey inward. So your person needs to look within. They need to do some growth. They need to have some introspection about their life. They need to see, like, why am I making the choices that I'm making? I feel like they just need to go find themselves, heal from past traumas, heal from past relationships, and they need to tap into their intuition. And I think that the spirit guides and angels are trying to lead them to get on the right path and make changes in their life, but your person just is not taking the time to make those changes. So mental contest. So yeah, your person wanted to be in control. Not only does your person want to be in control, but the third party wants to be in control as well. They have their hands gripped into your person, and they want to control the relationship. They want to control who your person's with and not with, okay? And your person needs to take back their power. They have repressed emotions, and they're just, you know, it was a mental contest. It was a mental contest between you and this person. I feel not so much that you were trying to compete with them, but your person didn't want to lose control to you, and they felt like you know, they just want to have control over how the relationship plays out. They want to have their cake and eat it too, and this person not communicating with you, and not offering you this apology at this time because they want you to come to them. It's like they have too much pride and too much ego. Your person's closed-minded. Okay, they need to open up, be receptive. They right now they're unwilling to consider other perspectives or even entertain new ideas or be open to you. And if they want to really try to get this back on solid ground or try to, you know, make amends, then they need to open their mind to their faults and make some changes. Okay, so you guys are soul mirrors. So you may actually be twin flames or higher level soulmates, and you've mirrored to them the parts of that they need to heal. Okay, and That's what I think the intensity of your relationship, because this is a spiritual connection, um, they ran from, okay? Because they weren't ready to heal those parts about themselves. They're enjoying their old way of life, and they know to be with you, they have to let go of the past, let go of their old outdated thinking, let go of that old lifestyle, because you're a high vibrational person, and they can't come into your life with that same toxicity and negativity that they have with the other relationships that they have. So we have shadow dance out here, which means that there needs to be some movement, some opening. Your person, you guys, if you do want to try to repair things, for some of you who do, I know a lot of you don't, then it's just saying like you kind of really need to go with the flow. Your person needs to recognize their light and their dark, their positive and their negative sides themselves, and they need to balance that out. Okay. What else? Did something turn? No. Okay. Heal through art. Yeah, so your person needs to tap into their creativity. They need to express themselves. They could actually do it through art, through music, through writing, through poetry. Um, they just need to tap into their creative side and try to heal, you know, express their shadow side, ride the storm. Okay, so your person needs to purge. So what they're going through right now, these feelings that they're feeling, these emotions, this anger, this sadness, this regret, um, they they're in a rough patch right now. They may actually be dealing with some karma as well for the way that they treated you. So this person, even though they're going through this rough path patch right now, they need to just kind of purge those emotions. They need to cleanse themselves and then refine who they are. So this that is just ride the storm out. Don't try to fight it. You know, just go with it. Do the healing work, and then redefine themselves. Yes. Breaking change. Yeah, your person has some self-limiting beliefs. Um, they thought the only way, and they need to break the chains, and the only way to break the cycle and the patterns is for them to overcome the blocks and just confront them head on. Okay, stop trying to run from it. Just recognize what they are, work on those issues, and remove the blocks. Okay, yeah, confront their fears. They need to confront their fears. Your person might be afraid of getting hurt again. Um, that's probably why when they felt the intensity of your relationship and they felt themselves really falling for you, um, it probably reminded them or triggered them back to a past relationship, whether it was with a parent or a lover or a spouse or, whoever. And they let it hold them back, okay? And then also just fear of losing themselves in their relationship. Also, maybe your person just wanted to be single. They weren't ready to be settled down because they could have been in another relationship that they didn't tell you about, or because they were just afraid of thinking they're missing out on some greener grass somewhere. Okay, so this person needs to make positive change. They need to ascend. They need to evolve. They need to transform their pain into strength, so that they can move forward in life and stop repeating these cycles that's just really holding them back and making them unhappy. And then it's the inner cosmos. With the inner cosmos being out here, this person definitely needs to let go of some past trauma. They need to embrace the light in order to acknowledge the dark. So they definitely need to go deep within themselves to see, why am I making the decisions that I'm making. And I do believe it's different trauma. It could have been from childhood trauma, neglect. It could be from a loss of a parent. It could be from anywhere. But they need to find out what the cause of the trauma is so that they can heal it. They have a battle going on within themselves. They're dealing with inner conflict right now. Um, and so, like I said, this person's unhappy. They feel guilty about what they did to you. They know that you didn't deserve it. They feel bad about the choices that they made. They feel regretful, remorseful, and angry and of how their life is turning out. And they're just dealing with a lot of battle. They're just battling with everything and within. And this person needs to face their inner demons. So your person actually could be dealing with some addictions, whether they're sexual addictions, drug or alcohol addiction, or just a fear of failing. Okay, just maybe feeling like they're not enough or they're not worthy. Just maybe they need to have more self-love. And then this last card for this is the light, the darkness. And what this means is that this person needs to dispel the dark side of them, that negative side, that lustful side, that partying, those addictions, and they just need to embrace um, more love and clarity, and be aware of their actions and what they're doing. Okay, so that's what's going on in your person's life with the third party. What's going on with the third party? And let me see if I can just. Do I want to put something else on that, or no? We're gonna leave that with that, and then I'll do the next reading for 7 card pull. So that's just what's going on behind the scenes with your person, the third party, and how the third party is feeling. Okay, so until later, talk to you then. Bye.